Hey folks, this is like take 10. I'm just trying to figure out how this thing works. But anyways, I'm going to come on here and have a real quick chat about LifeWave X39. I started with it about a year ago and it's made a pretty big difference in my life. And I'm just wanting to kind of explain what it's done for me, where it's gone for me, and what the benefits are that I've seen. And this is my opinion, and this is what it's done in my life. So just before we get started, so this little, that little package right there is what they come in. They just got a little back on it. You can open her up and they got the patches inside. It's pretty simple. They just come real small packages. Shipping is pretty quick and it's kind of fun. So these patches, this is all they look like. That little thing right there. So when you get into it, people are constantly asking, what is in it? And I'm like, actually, I don't know 100% what's in it, but the inventor does. And David Schmidt seems to know his stuff. So he actually started developing these back 20 years ago is when he first started the company, but he actually developed them for the Navy SEALs. So the Navy SEALs wanted more energy, they wanted more vitality, they wanted to be able to move quicker and be able to go longer and harder. So he came up with these, what they called energy packages back in the day, and they would put them on. And it actually made a huge difference in their lives. So then from there, he started giving them to Olympic athletes and to um, sports teams and things like that. And it made a great difference in their ability to do what they needed to do, especially in sports. So anyways, one of the things that I found was, where do you put them? Where do you put them on? Actually, the X39, which is only 5 years old, was invented 5 years ago. You can put on anywhere on the body. It's systemic. So really, it can go anywhere you want it. So let's say you're having your hip is sore or whatever. You can put it on your hip and it really helps kind of open up the pathways to allow the blood to get there, to allow everything to kind of move, to help heal and take out that stress. But it just opens up the pathways in the body. So it's really easy to put on. The two recommended spots is 2 fingers underneath the belly button or C7, like the back of the neck, kind of where the bone protrudes. And I put them on every day and they make a big difference for me. So when I started into this, I would, go throughout my day with my shoulder being sore, this one right here. And it was really difficult for me to actually lift anything up. Even if I want to take a toilet paper roll and pick it up and put my arm out and try to go up like this, it wasn't happening. I would actually have to kind of roll my shoulder around and try to find the spot where it would go through, and then I would be able to pick up whatever I was holding. So it got worse and worse and worse and worse all the time. And I wasn't even able to sleep on it. Then finally, these patches, X39 from LifeWave, came up to Canada. And I went, okay, well, I'm going to try these and I'm going to start using them. So I started using them. And one of the things that I first started finding was that I had more energy, like a lot more energy. And it was pretty impressive. But my shoulder was still sore. And over time, I kept on going. Then all of a sudden, I noticed I was sleeping even better. And now, man, oh man, I sleep like a rock. I used to wake up the drop of a pin in the house. And some nights now, I don't hear a thing. I don't hear anything till my alarm clock goes off, which sometimes can be pretty early. But anyways, it's one of the things that I found. Also, mental clarity. Like at work, I supervise a team of like 18 guys. And when you're supervising that many people, it can be taxing on you, especially when you're busy. Like when everything's going on and everything's busy, having a clear head and being able to focus in on what you're doing was tremendous for me. And it made a huge difference because now I could really focus in and I really enjoyed that. It really made a difference for me that way. So as the months went on, I was about 3 months in and all that energy was great and the mental clarity was great and the quality of sleep was great. That was awesome. But also recovery time. So after being busy all day and working and running around and putting anywhere from 10 to 15,000 steps on or even up to 20,000, depending on the day and what I was doing, I would notice that by the time I got up the next morning, I wasn't really sore. I didn't really have the aches and the pains that I would usually have. And the only thing I changed really in my diet was these patches. And the X39 patch is the patch for all, right? It can be used by everybody. It doesn't have any nil effects that I have ever seen. Not saying that there isn't. Some people see different things, but for me, I didn't. So, and then once I hit about, let's see, it was about 5 months, I started to notice that I was like, oh, my shoulder doesn't feel so bad. So what's going on here? Like, what's happening? And I was down probably 95% of the soreness that I had in that shoulder was, I didn't have it. It was gone. And for me, that made a huge difference because it allowed me so much more capability and I was able to do so much more. And I really enjoyed that, which was awesome. Now I'm over a year into it. And I tell you, I don't even think about my shoulder anymore. It doesn't even bother me in any way, shape, or form. I would say, okay, let's say I got about 1% left that I can kind of tell the difference between this shoulder and this shoulder, right? And for me, that's pretty awesome because before it was not very nice. It was a real pain, no pun intended. Um, Anyways, so that's one of the things that I've found over the course of time. You wearing the X39 patch and just incorporating some of the other patches as well. But this is not about them. So keep on moving on. So X39, like I said, was invented about 5 years ago, and it is technology, and it does amazing things. What is it? What else has it done for me? It's actually given me the capability to bring the patches into our home pretty much cost-free. Yep, you heard me, cost-free. So, I mean, these have done all this work for me, and it's taken me some time to get there. But now, as I use them, they come in, and they don't cost me anything. Why? Well, because there's a business behind it. You can sell them, you bring other people in, other people come in and sign up and have benefits from it. And then over time, it starts to give you enough to pay for your patches and more if you want it. But that is a whole different thing, and I'll do a whole different YouTube video on it. But I wanted to run through and just kind of give you an overview of what I've seen it do for me and where it's kind of expanded my life and made it better. So I'm a dad. I work a lot of hours. I'm always going somewhere and doing something. I'm always working around the house. There's always something going on. It doesn't stop. Every day I go, 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 go. And you know what? Not feeling sluggish, being able to get good sleep, being able to recover from doing a lot of work around the house or even at work or wherever I am, right? And being able to have the option of reducing the pain that I'm feeling from whatever activity I was into has completely exploded everything for me. And the energy, I don't even know where to start with it. I just got a decent amount. So it's pretty awesome. Anyways, hit the subscribe button so that as I do more YouTube videos, you can hear them. And hit the bell. And let's see what where it takes us and where we're gonna go here. Anyways, have a great day. This is Rick, and enjoy yourself. If you want more information, there'll be more down below. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.